I'm going to show you how you can customize your Canvas page and make some super exciting buttons and just customize your Canvas page to make it look really nice and more engaging for students. So please just keep in mind that this is, if we look in this red box here, that Canva is for ages 13 and up, and it actually still is pending approval from our county. So there's no problem for teachers using it to decorate their Canvas page, but just be mindful as far as students using it in class, because there is a way for you to hook it up and having it be an LTI and integrate into your Canvas page. So I would probably avoid that until it actually is approved. And so the first thing we're going to do too is when we go to Canva, you're going to create a design, and we want to go to custom size. And then for buttons, we're going to use 524 by 292. So we want 524 by 292, and then you just click create new design and it will bring you to your new page. So if you are unfamiliar with Canva, this is what your blank screen will look like. So if you want to make buttons or a banner, then you're going to be working with a blank canvas like this one. I'm going to first show you the different features of Canva. So you can start with a template. Templates are really great when you are looking for a banner or want to do some sort of almost like a biography of who you are, like an advertisement in a way. So that one I don't use too much for decorating for my buttons. Elements are like a sticker. So you can just click on it. It will go directly into your Canva like that. You can adjust the size. There are moving pictures like this one. I do not use those for buttons because they're not going to actually move. So avoid those when you are making buttons. The other thing you can do is put in frames. So if you have a picture that you want to include, like of yourself or your dog or your family, then you can include in frames and grids and put those in. And just there's a lot of different things in here. So you can just click on that and click here. You can also change the colors at the top. So if I want to change this to pink, then I just pick on the color that I want to change. So maybe I want to change that dark orange, and then I can pick on the pink that I want to fix. Or maybe I don't like that blue. So I'll click on the blue and then I can change that to that pink or black, right? So you can completely customize. Not all of your stickers are going to have this color option at the top. Some of them will be like a permanent color, but most of them do. So that will be under elements. Uploads are going to be pictures that you can upload of yourself or of a document, any type of picture that you want to put up that's your own. And then text, you have text that's already created here, and you can just switch out the words. So you would just switch it out. You can change the size, you can change the font, or you can create your own text by using heading, subheading, or body text. So those are some other options. I'm going to start erasing some of this because it's getting messy. Yeah. Let's keep going. So photos are going to be like real pictures, not graphics and animations. So these are going to be like actual pictures. So you can see this is like a real photo. And then you can also search topics at the top. style is going to be your color patterns. So if there's a specific pattern that you want, this might be really great for if you want multiple colors for like a welcome banner. You could come here and choose that. There's also ways if you wanted to choose a background template or again, one of the elements, you can also set your theme to go with those colors. So let's say if you're making like a PowerPoint presentation, you can do that in Canva as well. It's not called PowerPoint, it's just called presentations. And there's like a template that you want to use. You're like, oh, I love this, I just don't love the color. You can actually select different colors to change the template out and keep the graphics, but just switch out the colors. So it's really flexible. Audio, so you can add audio, video clips, and then background. So usually when I'm starting to make my buttons, I usually just start with a background. And I try to remain with lighter backgrounds just because they tend to show up a little bit better in Canvas. So you just kind of search around and see what you're interested in. You could do something simple, it doesn't have to be super elaborate, but just something like this where it's really dark. Usually that is a little bit challenging to see once you do put it into Canvas and it becomes smaller, and then you put writing on it and it's hard for the kids to read. So I would try to stick with something lighter similar to this where they can read it a little bit more. So yeah, this is kind of just what I do, and then you just explore and then you realize half your day's gone by and you're having fun designing, and I've been sitting here all day making buttons. So yeah, so this is what I would do. I'll choose a background, then I would go to text, and if I don't really care for anything here, then I would create my own with my heading. Maybe I want this button to be my office hours, right? Or it could be daily schedule. Okay, so that could be my daily schedule button. And then I'm gonna put in some flowers because I want it to be cute. And such. So yeah, you just explore, play with it, and then whenever you have your button how you want it, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it's going to take a long time because I will literally sit here for hours. If you want to change the font, I'm just going to do that real fast to show you. That would be up here. You can make it larger. You can make your background by clicking in the back, so you have this purple border. Click on Edit Image, and you can kind of play with the background. So if you want it to be brighter, right? Play with the saturation, contrast. Ooh. You can play with that too. You can also play with the transparency. So if you do see a background that you really like, but it's just a little bit too dark, then you could play with the background colors like that. So the other thing I want to show you is something else. So when you go to File, you can click on Show Rulers and Guides and Show Margins. So if you click on Show Rulers and Guides, what you can do is you can just like drag the ruler out, and that way you can have your grid, right? So you can have really nice straight lines if you are trying to keep something even and aligned properly, like let's say I want this picture right there. Well, now I can draw my lines and make sure it's even with another one, right? So that is one feature as well that I really like. To turn it off, you just click it again. And then the other one I like for when I am using documents or am going to make a PDF, then you can just click on show margins and then it will show those lines for you so you know where to stop typing. So yeah, you can make copies, you can download, but anyways, back to the buttons. When you are done with your button, all you need to do is click share and download. And then I download as a PNG. And then once you click download, it will save it onto your computer. And you want to save that in a file. I actually just have a file that I've called Canvas buttons. And then I will show you what to do after that in the next step.